Hey, newsroom.
Hi.
How you doing? Sorry we've left you alone for a little while,
Yes.
but you've been doing very well on your own.
Yes.
We're very proud of you.
Yeah.
A few things we just wanted to kind of let you know is, first of all, that you're doing a great job.
Yep.
And that we really appreciate you.
Yes.
Really cool. I love having all those channels. I mean, maybe we have too many, I don't know, but like I love that there's so much cool information that you guys have found. I guess I just want to point out a couple things. One would be that the whole reason for the newsroom is to get all of your individual perspectives from around the world. Yep. That is what's super valuable to us, is that, you know, we have a perspective, but you guys know a lot about your little corner of the world.
Right. Or your area of expertise, or just stuff that you have been looking into, or something that just pops up in your face and you're like, that's an article that's interesting.
Now, if someone posts an article, please feel free to, in the threads, and you guys are doing a great job with threads, put what you found interesting about the article, something you'd like to draw our attention to, because time is one of the things we don't have a lot of. So if we see that there's some interesting threads that are like, hey, Zach and Jesse, make sure you look at paragraph 3 where they talk about this, or I found this
super helpful.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I found this super interesting, or I found this other article which points this out, or whatever. Give us your thoughts. Like, that's really helpful to us.
Right. And again, building a story, and you know, we can point to specific stories that we find interesting throughout the week. You know, building a story like, oh, we need more data about this particular topic. That is the strength of this newsroom, because we can be like, help, we need something really soon. And you guys can be like, oh, well, I found some data here, I found some data there. Finding data about stuff, I think finding stories and finding data are two of the most important things, because you're finding out what's going on in the world and then what's really going on in the world.
Other thing, I posted this in general today. I think it would be really helpful if you guys could help us build our own FUD tracker.
Right.
There is an existing FUD tracker, but I got to be honest with you, it's only tracking certain things. It's ignoring CNBC. It's ignoring videos, I think.
Right.
I would love it if somehow, if we, you know, maybe one of you is really good at writing code, and maybe another one of you is really good at research. If you work together and made our own FUD tracker, I think we could really have something that no one else has. It would be very unique, because we could really show how there's so much effort going into working against Tesla.
Right. And we can, you know, plot FUD versus stock price. And, you know, you notice that when the FUD goes up, the stock price goes down. Right. And then it sort of goes back the other way. And then it's just, you know, it would be very helpful to, you know, have that. So yeah, if any of you are interested, or you know, want to try your hand at it, I mean, we don't, if you come up with something and it doesn't work, it's really not the end of the world, and you've learned something. So, you know, if any of you guys are interested in that. But just thank you so much to everyone who's been contributing. It's been wonderful. If you're nervous at all about, you know, adding stories or anything like that, please don't be.
What's the worst thing can happen?
Yeah. I mean, if you find something interesting, just find a channel for it to go into, plop it in there. And if you can't find a channel, try random. It's good to just throw all the extra stuff in there. But, you know.
And also, if you find a good source, if you come across a really cool website or source on the internet, let everyone know about it.
Right. I mean, because having, you know, Electrek, Clean Technica, Inside EVs, like,
those are amazing.
Those are all super helpful, and they helped us a lot. But, you know, if we can look at, like, you know, what's going on in India, what's going on in China, you know, those are stuff that we don't necessarily always have the best visibility on, because those parts of the world just don't, you know, that news doesn't really make it around the world.
I would also love to have a channel that is YouTube channels, because I get a lot of my information from good YouTube channels. So if one of you would start this, start a YouTube channel, and then post YouTube channels that you find that are putting up really good content.
Yeah. And I mean, it doesn't necessarily even have to be Tesla related.
No,
we can just
good content.
Just good content, because we're always looking
I
for
just
stuff
love
like that.
hanging out with you guys there. I know that we don't have a lot of time during the week to post a lot of like stuff, but we are there. So
we're definitely reading. We spent about 3-4 hours reading through every single story, and you know, we do that throughout the week as well, just so that we're up on it. And even if you don't see your story like in Tesla Time News, it's still super helpful. We still read it, and now we know that's locked away up in here.
I don't know if it's locked away.
It's not locked away. It's scattered about but at least it's, you know.
At least we read it.
At least we read it, and at least it's temporarily stored on Slack until we eventually decide to pay for it.
If any of you could invent a way for me to have more memory, let me know.
That Neuralink might be asking too much. But anyway, thank you so much for being part of the newsroom. Hopefully we'll talk to you this week.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.